Hello and welcome to Dr. Viola Voilà Voices, a YouTube series and podcast produced here at ICAM in Ipswich. Today I'm joined by special guest Bella Gallegos.
Gallegos.
I'll say that again. Bella
Gallegos.
Today I'm joined by special guest Bella Gallegos. No, still no. Bella Gallegos. What are your tips and tricks to have people?
Usually, well, I think of the Galapagos Islands.
Oh, Galapagos.
Galapagos.
But then you have to start with...
And then Gallegos.
Gallegos.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Gallegos.
Just a little bit of this, a little bit of that.
I like it. So Galapagos, Gallegos.
Yeah.
That was better. Gallegos?
Yeah.
Oh, I love
there
it.
There you go.
Today, I'm joined by special guest Bella Gallegos, a recent Ipswich graduate, just started their first year in illustration at SCAD. Please welcome Bella.
Hi.
Hi. So I always start with any pertinent details about yourself or pronouns. Just to introduce yourself.
My pronouns are she, her. Kind of like what you said, I'm a student at SCAD. I'm a major in illustration. Really basic stuff at this point.
Yeah, and I mean, we could start with, I ran into you a few weeks ago working here in Ipswich at Salt Studio.
Yeah.
You were working the register, and I was looking for a present for my sister's birthday, who's coming up now. And yeah, you were so chatty and so bubbly. And then when I found out you were an artist, I was like, I need to have you on this podcast. Are you working there and anywhere else?
Yeah, I work at another studio in Beverly too. I do like packaging and like shipment stuff, and then I go to markets with her. Her name is Cat Mouse House.
Cat Mouse House.
Yeah.
Ooh, I love the rhyme. Cat Mouse House. Yeah. Is that the name of the studio in Beverly as well?
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
Yeah. Then I work at Salt. I knew Alice before because she was a high school teacher of mine, my sophomore year.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah.
What was she teaching?
She did like digital media classes.
Because I know she's a fabulous photographer.
Yeah.
And her studio does that, but then they've expanded to do more art programming.
Yeah.
So is that how you found out about Salt Studio, or you just saw it here on the main road?
Well, I've always been kind of like kept in contact with her. So I like met up with her and then like the former middle school art teacher for a meeting, and then we were just talking, and she was like, do you want to join? I was like, yes, of course.
So you just stayed in touch, so you were really close with your art teachers growing up.
Yeah.
I love that. Yeah. I mean, I kind of equate it to music. Like, I still stay in touch with a lot of my middle school and high school teachers. What was it about those teachers specifically that really inspired you or like mentored you growing up?
I've always wanted to go into art, like since I was probably like in like 6th grade. Like it's been a long time I've decided that. Mm-hmm. But I was really close with the old middle school art teacher, Miss Eaton. She like really supported me, and she was like really like, oh my gosh, this is just awesome. I'm so excited for you. And it just made me even more excited to keep going. Mm-hmm. And then like when I got into high school, it was kind of weird because it was like during COVID when I started. So, but I still got pretty close with like the high school art teacher, Miss Morris.
Mm-hmm. And is she still there?
Yes, she's still there. She's really cool. She's like, if you wanted to put her on, she'd be a good person too.
Yes, I love it.
She's awesome.
And was she just as encouraging as Miss Eaton?
Yes, definitely. She actually was like one of the people who was like, you should definitely go to SCAD.
I love that. It's always nice to have the support of those teachers and mentors growing up. But you said specifically 6th grade. So what was it that happened in 6th grade that you were like, art is the thing?
Yeah. In town, they do like a Windhill art competition for little kids.
I didn't know that. It's called Windhill?
Yeah, it's like the Windhill like realtors. And then like they did like...
So they got the money and they...
Yeah, that's fine. They like do like a little competition for like, I think it's like 4th to 6th grade or something like that. But you basically just like draw like a famous building in Ipswich, or like famous to the Ipswich
That's cool.
people. Yeah, and I drew the Crane Estate.
One of my favorite buildings,
oh,
yes.
Classic.
From which direction or which side? Like the rolling green side or the front?
From like the garden.
Oh, beautiful.
It was not that good.
So like from the garden down below perspective, like looking up?
Yeah.
Oh, beautiful.
Yeah.
I love that. What drew you to that perspective?
I think I just was looking at, the flowers. Yeah. It could be the flowers. It could be the stock image I was looking at.
That's amazing. Oh, you didn't go in person?
I was in 6th grade. I was really little. I couldn't.
You weren't like, Mom, Dad, take me to the Crane Estate.
Yeah, but it was like the first like art competition I ever like won, and so I got really excited. They like gave me like I think it was like $250
Which
worth
back
of
then
art supplies.
That's a lot of money.
Yeah. And I got like merch, and they gave me like this like baseball hat, and I wore it for like a month.
That said Windhill on it?
Yeah.
Yes, I love that.
People would be like,
And
why are
people
you
are
wearing
like, what's
a
that?
realty?
And you're like, I won a competition.
Yeah.
I would too. That's amazing.
Yeah.
I like that. What kind of medium was the art that you
It was
submitted?
watercolor.
Watercolor.
Yeah. Usually I don't work in watercolor now, but back then I loved watercolor.
Watercolor was the thing.
Yeah.
I love that. So doing that competition, winning that competition, and the support of your mentors kind of led you to be like, art is the thing I want to do.
Yeah.
How did your art change then from middle school to high school and then into college? Like inspiration-wise, like either mediums or subject matter?
When I was in high school, I got really into, it was like oil pastels. I really like those. I still like those a lot. Because I just never used them before. But like in like the high school art room, they have like so much stuff. Like they have so many different materials. So like it was
'Cause
awesome.
I think I even saw you do some like pottery or clay work.
Yeah.
And I was on your website. I was like, oh, interesting.
Yeah, I love pottery too. I do that, like, that's more of a hobby now, but I do definitely love that stuff.
So what drew you to the clay and pastel?
I think we did it for a project in like the first drawing class I ever did. I think I did like, it was either painting one or drawing one during COVID. And so we were using like materials that we could just bring home, because you can't really bring home like
A whole
painting sets and
the
like
kiln
give
and
every kid. Yeah.
You don't have a kiln in your house like I do.
Yeah, it's in my basement, honestly.
I love that. So that makes sense. So you were drawn to it because during COVID you had to have these materials.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And so I started using them then, and then I just kind of like would hold on to some of them and then just keep using them.
Yes. Excellent. So then when you, because I know you were explaining at least that you try a bunch of different mediums in middle school and high school, and you kind of find what you are drawn to, then can you explain to me the process? Because I've always been curious for applying for art school. So me as a musician, like, we work on repertoire and prepare a video to submit to colleges. I assume it's similar for art, but you have like a portfolio of your work that you're proud of, right?
Yeah.
And then is there anything specific you included in that application that you were very proud of that you did? Or how did you pick what pieces to submit to schools?
I like did like a portfolio, like just submitted like PDF pieces.
Well, I'm sure nowadays with technology, that's what is more common.
Yeah.
Like you just take photos of your paintings or your drawings.
Yeah, and then just upload them.
Yeah.
I did that, and then you also, like when you're doing like fine arts and stuff like that, you can also do like submit reels as well.
Oh, cool.
So like you can
Like video
do
reels?
Yeah, like video
Oh,
reels.
cool.
So like I'm an illustration major, but I originally applied as an animation major. So I also had like a mini reel. I definitely did not have that much work, but I know some people do usually like a minute 30 for a reel. I think I submitted like 2 different mini animation things, and then I had my regular portfolio. I think it was 22 pieces for my portfolio, and like I had stuff from like my sophomore year, and then I had like a lot of pieces from like I took a portfolio class my senior year.
Like how to build your portfolio to submit. That's
and
very
I had
good.
6 pieces from that, and I just added those to it. So yeah, it was.
I like that. So can you explain from like a layman, someone who does not know about art nearly as much as you obviously, like the difference between like an animation reel and like an illustration package that you're submitting? Because I did look at your work, so there are some like more what I would call like cartoon.
Yeah.
Is that the animation work then?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah.
That stuff like I think it's probably under my like concept page, but I have like little like mini animation like walking cycles,
I
which is
saw
just
those.
like little characters walking.
Yeah. So you were more into that in high school, but you moved away from that in college, or?
I mean, I still like that stuff. I just am kind of like at a point where I want to try a little bit of everything, and then like be able to have like versatility to be able to like do whatever I'd like.
Is that something you learned in college, or like what drew you to want to do a little bit of everything?
I just think like going to Ipswich, it's like definitely there's not as many like fine arts students. So like it was definitely like I was driven by like what I wanted to do a lot of the time. So like being able to be around like everyone that I'm around is
In
like
college, there's more people like you.
Yeah,
a
it's like
bigger
very
pool.
unique experience. Where like my friends are like they want to go into directing, they want to do like this, they want to do that, and so like seeing what they all want to do, and I like want to kind of like try a little bit of what they're doing, and then also expand on what I'm doing.
Yes.
So
I love that.
Yeah.
And honestly, so I've been giving speeches at high schools. I don't know if you saw, like I did Landmark in Beverly and Buckingham Brown in Boston, and I'm telling young people just a little younger than you, being like, yes, try everything.
Yeah.
So what you're doing, you're like intuitively just like doing what I love, which is just, that's how you find yourself as an artist. Would you agree? Like just finding what you love. And I love how you mentioned also you're inspired by those around you.
Yeah.
I like that. So then now in college, can you explain what college you're going to? I said SCAD earlier, but can you explain it more for someone who doesn't know what SCAD stands for?
SCAD is the Savannah College of Art and Design. It's a really big school. I think there's around 15,000 people now in the undergraduate. It's pretty big.
And it's just a school for design.
Yeah, it's just an art school. They have a lot of different majors though. It's very broad in the arts. One of my friends is a fragrance designer, so that's what she's majoring in, and then I'm illustration. It's really cool school. It's a really big network web. So they have a whole bunch of people come and they do different events and stuff like that.
Fun.
Yeah.
I like that. You just finished your first year as a freshman.
Yes.
You're going to be a sophomore. What classes did you take your first year?
I mostly took the orientation classes. I had a freshman seminar. I did design 1 and 2, drawing 1 and 2, art history. It was just a basic year. This coming year, I'm taking digital illustration. I'm starting to do more classes for my major, which I'm really excited about. I'm trying to think of what else I'm taking. I'm pretty sure I'm taking concept and dynamics. So
what does that mean?
It'd be just making pieces more dynamic, I guess. I make it more complicated looking. It's
Interesting.
yeah, I'm really excited for that one.
In what mediums? Any medium?
That one's just illustration medium. And then I'm doing a 3D design class, so I'll do little models and stuff like that. It'll be fun.
I like that. Yeah, so more introductory. So you explained a little bit, in Ipswich you felt like it was a small pool of artists similar to you.
Yeah.
Was that just your experience, or?
I think it was just in the high school.
Okay.
I think I definitely knew people who were older than me who were in the arts. I was a part of the Ipswich Art Association.
You were?
And
Okay,
still
I was gonna
am.
ask, yeah.
Yeah. But yeah, all the artists I knew were more mentors than kind of colleagues.
Well, I'm
I
always
guess.
curious because I am a part of the Arts Association, and
Yeah.
I rarely see younger people going to the meetings or so I don't know how, obviously when you're young you're doing all the things the sports, the art, the trying to write the 5 essays that I know they assign you in high school nowadays every week. So was that your experience growing up here? When did you join the Arts Association?
Well, they started I think my senior year.
Okay, yeah.
So I joined it my senior year. They I don't really go to meetings. I am bad about that.
I don't really either.
I have work. It's usually scheduled right when I have work. I used to I definitely didn't go when I was a senior and when I was living here because I used to coach gymnastics. So classes were exactly at the time where they'd have the meetings. So
Yeah,
I'd be
they're always
sorry.
6:30 to 7:30 or 8.
Yeah.
Which is prime time as an educator or dancer
Yeah.
yourself. I love that. Where was the dance studio?
North Andover.
Okay.
Yeah, it's Legends Gymnastics. It's a really cool gym. Yeah.
Do you still work with them during the summers when you come back?
I sub. I don't really do it anymore because I'm just really busy. But I don't know. I love gymnastics. It was a really big part of my life for a while. So.
So you're someone who likes to stay busy, or you stayed busy out of necessity? What would you say?
I like to stay busy.
Yes. I'm the same way.
Yeah, I can't handle not being busy.
So if I'm sitting at home with nothing to do, even if I have all these projects, I find the more I stay busy and meet people similar to what you said earlier, I'm more inspired to complete my projects.
Yeah.
I don't have. Do you feel that way too, or what
Yeah.
inspires you nowadays when it comes to illustration?
Well, I just really want to be able to create what I want to make at this point. Me and one of my friends, she wants to make a music video right now, so I'm in the middle of helping her with that, a little summer project. I'm hoping to get on more animation projects this coming fall. Yeah.
How do you feel your teachers structure your learning? Because personally, from a classical music standpoint, from my background, it was very rigid in the beginning, and I had less choice in what I wanted to personally study. Do you find that at your school at SCAD? Is it like that? Because you said the first year is more introductory, I get that. But
Yeah.
moving forward, you get the impression where your teachers will let you explore things you want to do.
Yeah, I actually think it would be kind of the opposite at SCAD.
Okay, I love that.
They're very they're very flexible about what everyone's doing because people who are in like acting majors are also taking like drawing one. Like it's required for everyone. So I think that it was definitely a little less strict in the introductory classes, and from what I've heard, I haven't done it yet. But like as you keep going, it gets like more rigorous, I guess. Yeah.
In terms of what you're studying.
Yes.
Yeah. Interesting. Yeah, I figured it's going that way, and even music. Like I know some other younger people still in music school. Mentors and educators are realizing you have to be able to, like you said, do it all.
Yeah.
A little bit of everything, because you don't know on a job one day you might have like all the different skill sets you might need.
Yeah.
And nowadays with the job market, it's like you need to be able to do everything.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah. Has that been your experience?
Yeah, I think it's definitely like that's part of the reason why I want to explore a little bit of everything. I want to be prepared to do like anything. Make it a little bit of a bigger job market for myself. But yeah.
Nice. And then so reading your website a little bit. And I could tell, like, I had a website when I was your age too, and it was very transitionary for me, meaning, like, if someone pulled up my website, it would be, like, recent projects I did maybe even 2 or 3 years ago, and then maybe if I had time, which rarely happened, like, updating current projects in school.
Yeah.
So what would you say your website is telling the audience right now if they were to look at it?
It has, like, I definitely want to add more to it. I like made it for it was for a digital communications class.
Yeah, that's why I made mine
Yeah.
too. It's for a class. Yeah.
But I had one before. It was just not good. But this one's like it's got like definitely like my basic stuff. It has like experience of like what I've done in the past and stuff like that. I definitely want to do like little blurbs on like what projects I'm doing and like make it more active, I think. But right now I think it's just kind of like I would explain it as like a portfolio.
Yes, and that's what I was going to say too.
Yeah.
And then when I'm drawn to it, so as an artist, what would you say is the mood, if you want to evoke a mood when people see your work, like, or when they're seeing your portfolio, like, what do you personally feel like you're getting from your work, and or what if people told you, like, from looking at your pieces?
Yeah. I think like my work in general, I'm not a very serious person.
Yeah.
I like just kind of want people to be like kind of like happy and like kind of like satisfied, oddly satisfying.
I like that. Yeah, because honestly, I was going to give you mine, but I wanted to know yours first, because was exactly what I feel. Like when I look at your website and your work, I feel a lot of joy. Like in the animation, there's something about the cartoon aspects of your animation that like brings joy. Like I see that and I feel that, and then from the other mediums other than illustration, it's very colorful.
Yeah.
Which I like whenever I see that. And then I read your bio and it was like, oh, I'm very inspired by like where I grew up here in Ipswich. Can you talk more about that in the work?
Well, Ipswich is just so colorful. I've really like I've been like I travel a lot, and then like living in Savannah, like it's very colorful there, but like it's just different here because it's like we have like the beach, and then we have like all these like old historic homes. People paint their houses like actual colors instead of like gray McMansion.
Yeah, gray McMansion. I love that.
There's like very green grass. Like it's just so green and like lush, I guess, here, that I just love like going on walks and like just like kind of like taking it all in.
So that's still an inspirational force in your work,
Yes,
you would
definitely.
say? I like
Yeah.
that. And you can definitely read that in the work that's on your website or on your social media, like your Instagram, which we could plug at the end. But you mentioned, I want to talk about a little bit, you said you travel a lot. So when did you travel, and when did you start to realize like, oh, Ipswich is a special place, like different from where other people grew up?
Well, being at SCAD, like a lot of my friends are like from kind of everywhere. I like last week I visited one of my friends in Texas, and I was like, whoa.
What was that like? Had you been to Texas before?
I've never been to Texas.
I grew up in Arizona, so
Oh,
what was your
really?
experience of visiting the Southwest?
I mean, I liked it. We definitely were like in like the ranchy parts.
Yeah, where'd
So,
you fly into or go to?
I flew into Dallas.
Okay, you did.
Yeah.
And then you drove to their house
Yeah.
out of the city?
Yeah, it's
Okay,
like
yeah.
40 minutes out of the city.
Yeah, I always tell people in the West, you expect to drive 40 minutes to go anywhere.
Yeah. Yeah, it was definitely like kind of like I kept telling her this. I was like, it's kind of Truman Showy here.
It is.
It's like,
It is, because you see the billboards and like the fake flat landscape, and you're like,
and there's no trees. It's weird. There's no
so
trees.
strange.
I literally was like having a cow about it, and she was like, I don't understand why this matters. I was like,
it's just very strange.
It's just weird.
It's
weird.
interesting, right?
Yeah.
Did you realize that at a younger age growing up?
I mean, I didn't really start like traveling until like probably I became like a teenager.
Okay, yeah.
I like started going on trips like with the high school. I went on like the England trip for like
Fun.
music.
Where'd you go in England? London or?
We went to Liverpool.
Fun.
Oh my gosh.
Manchester?
No, Bristol.
Bristol. Oh.
And then London.
Oh, fun.
Yeah.
So that was in high school. And then now being in Savannah and like meeting friends and traveling to other places. Yeah, you've realized, because I don't know, I've talked to a lot of people who either grew up here in Ipswich or like you, go away for school and then they end up coming back, or they end up telling me like, oh, maybe when I'm 30 with a family, I'll like come back and buy a house here.
Yeah.
And it's like, I believe them because I don't know, like from talking to you and similar just people growing up here, it is such a beautiful place to be.
It is.
And especially as an artist, it's such an artsy community
Yeah.
here. So do you feel like 5 years down the road, where do you see yourself 10 years down the road?
I would say I want to move back here definitely, but I think I would want to do it in like my mid 30s. I definitely want to like, I'm kind of like one of those people that like, since I've lived here for so long and like I've lived here like my whole life, I like kind of want to like explore everything else and then I'll come back because I know I like this already, but I should try other things.
Yes, I love that. And I definitely recommend that because I don't know, I went to every corner of the US and you learn not only more about yourself, but about other people and other walks of life. And then you really know like, oh, Ipswich is where it's at.
Yeah.
And then you come back in your 30s. I love that.
Yeah.
So in terms of, your degree, because again, as a musician, I'm curious, as an art illustration major, are you expected to go on for graduate studies, or is that something you're interested in?
I'm
or is
interested in
more
it.
of a work study situation? Like, do they help set you up with like an apprenticeship with a design studio in Chicago, and then you go like your senior year? How does it work?
Well, usually like SCAD's really good about getting internships. Like they encourage it like every summer.
Oh, nice.
So I'll definitely be doing internships. I have recently like decided after my senior year, I really want to join a residency like in Europe because like they do like paid like painting like experiences and stuff like that.
Have you known people that have done those?
There's like some like older like people I know, but like I don't like know anyone like
So
personally.
is it a study abroad, or it's like a year-long contract with a...
Yeah, it's like a contract.
I love that.
And so like you basically have to like create a certain amount of art like every month, and then they pay you and they house you and stuff like that, which is like so cool.
That sounds fun.
Yeah, that's like what I'm hoping the next step is, and then I'll start getting into more of what I like.
What countries or cities would you want to find that in?
I really like France. Like south of France is really pretty. SCAD has like a campus in the south of France, so I think I'm gonna do like a study abroad program there. But
Before, and then maybe when you graduate, do the year-long.
Yeah.
I like that.
Yeah. Just a little bit of everything.
Where do you think you got your, I don't know, because you're just so like pleasant, like I can tell you're kind and upbeat. Like, where do you think that comes from?
Definitely from like my mom and like like people always tell like me, they're like, you and your mom are like the same person. Like yeah, we're very similar. And then like with like art and stuff like that, like a lot of my family here, like everyone in my family is like an artist in some way. Like my grandpa, he paints and stuff like that, which is really cool. Like my first experiences with clay were when I was little, and like my great grandmother, she had a kiln in her basement.
Oh, she did?
Yeah.
Like,
And
so you weren't lying. You were like, I do know someone with a kiln.
But like she used to like have like all her stuff there, and she'd like make stuff and give us stuff. So it was so cool.
Okay, this is making more sense.
Yeah.
What is your earliest memory of like creating art with your family? Is there or a memory that stands out in your mind? Like you mentioned your grandfather. Is there like a particular memory, like thinking back of him that you're like, oh?
He the watercolor stuff is pretty new for him. He it was like, it started in like, I think during COVID, he started doing it more, and he got like a little easel, and we just like kind of talk about it sometimes now. It's awesome. He's more of like a musician, but he definitely likes
So he got into art more later in life then?
I mean, he's always into it, but like I think it's just actually having time now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So what is it about art that you're drawn to then as a career?
I just like, I can't picture myself doing anything else.
So you're like, I'll be poor if I have to, but I won't be. And like art's just the thing?
Art's just like my thing. It's just like, I love it. I love other things obviously, but like art's just like it.
Yes, I love that.
Yeah.
The fact that you found it, I don't know, in 6th grade.
No, yeah.
It's really, really cool. Just because I'm curious, when you're in art school, how do your professors prepare you for real life after school? Like, is there talk about obviously they're setting you up with internships, but that was a big thing in music school, being like, we want to make sure you're not starving in the streets as a musician. And I assume art is similar in that way, where it's like your professors really want to connect you and really want to urge you to do those summer festivals. Has that been your experience?
Yeah, SCAD, like in particular, is very like, we need everyone to have a job.
Yes, I love that.
Like, they're very serious about that. They like have counselors and stuff like that specifically for jobs and stuff like that.
Great.
Yeah.
We didn't have that.
I haven't used it yet, but in the future.
Interesting. So are you matched with a mentor like that? Oh, you are?
Yeah.
Okay. So it's basically your advisor?
Yeah.
Is that what they call them?
Yeah,
'Cause I had an advisor, but they basically just made sure I took the right classes and graduated.
Yeah, I have 2 advisors. So I have like my regular like school one, and then I have like this career one.
Interesting. Did you get to pick, or were you matched with your career advisor?
I was matched, but I think you can change.
Can you change? Yeah, that's what I was
I
gonna
feel
ask.
like you can probably change.
Interesting. Do you like yours?
I've talked to her once.
Okay, I imagine
like,
it gets more the more you go through your degree.
Yeah, like they don't like give you like your set one until your sophomore year. So I just like I got a new one. Like you get like freshman advisors, and then you get a new one.
I feel like that did happen to me in my undergrad. Now that I'm thinking all the way back.
Yeah.
Yeah, like you're given a generic counselor because you're doing introduction, and then when you start your coursework, then you get a new one. Yeah, I feel like I got that too. Yeah, I only met with mine once.
Yeah.
Okay, this makes more sense. Then in terms of having a career in art, is there an artist you could think of, or a name, and if you can't, that's okay, you could find it on your phone later, that you're inspired by? In terms of like having a career and where you're like, I like what they're doing.
I mean, like I really like my like I work for like Cat Mouse House.
Yes.
I love her website.
Yeah, so you're inspired by more people you've worked with in your circle.
And like seeing what they've like done for themselves, I think I can appreciate it a lot more, just like seeing it firsthand. Because she's a woman-owned business. She's done mostly everything by herself until she like hired me and this other girl. And she like has just worked so hard, and I just really appreciate seeing what she's done. And she's so successful. Like it's just awesome.
I like that. And then I don't know if it's just my perspective looking at from an outsider looking in. Artists, like you said, you kind of have to know everything, or be able to do a little bit of everything. And what I've personally noticed around Ipswich is the artists who own their own businesses, like you said, are like strong female bosses. We love that. There's a lot of them here in Ipswich. Is that something you see for yourself one day? Like 40-year plan, like thinking ahead? Because I don't know, like Alice, for instance, like Salt Studio, she's someone who I'm sure you could learn a lot, and you probably have, like has gone away, done a lot of things, and then moved back and started her own business. Has that been your experience from her, or? No,
yeah, I really like she definitely like has done a lot, which I think we both do different things. Like she's definitely more photography than I am, but like what she's done is like she like lived in New York. She like has done so many things where like she's gone to do like projects and like actual like taking pictures for people like that are like magazines. I don't know what actually.
Yeah. Well, no, she's referenced that. Yeah, I assumed that's what she did too.
But I think it's cool that she's like come back and like made a studio. Like that's kind of like that is definitely like something I would like to do in the future. I want to like when I'm like older and like want to stay in one place, I think I want to open like an art cafe kind of thing. I think it'd be really fun.
And offer like the drink and draw kind of events.
Yeah, and like do like I love that idea, like having like community where like you can have coffee and then you can also rent art supplies where it's like more accessible for other people.
I like that.
Because there's things that like as like a digital illustrator, it's hard to like get. Like there's like these things called Wacom tablets. That's like the big drawing tablets.
I was going to ask you either software or what materials you use as an illustrator.
Yeah, recently I've been more fine arts. Like I just have been using my materials, but I do love digital art, and that's the direction I'm going in. So like my materials usually are like for fine arts, like gouache.
What's gouache?
Gouache is like if watercolor and acrylic paint had a baby.
Oh, okay. So is it more malleable or more forgiving?
Yeah, it's like more true to the color.
Okay, it is.
So like it dries the color that it is.
Oh, cool.
Yeah.
It's called gouache.
Gouache, yeah. It's my
I'm gonna try to remember that word. Gouache.
Then I like oil pastels, colored pencils, regular pencils, stuff like that.
In terms of like the real and illustration work, that you do, is there any software that you
Yeah.
specifically like to edit in?
I like Procreate a lot. That's like the iPad one. And then I do use like Adobe sometimes.
Okay.
I hate Adobe.
Yeah, I have Adobe, and it's not user-friendly, but that's been my experience, and I don't really know what's
Yeah.
out there.
Adobe's like what's expected. I don't really like it.
Yeah,
but
good to know, good to know. So in terms of, like, say someone's sitting at home listening to this interview, being like, I really want to get into art.
Yeah.
Like, what would you tell them, advice or like an entryway into tapping into their creative side?
I will definitely say Procreate is like the best app ever made, in my opinion.
So does it help you, like, what if you're like, I don't even know what my subject is? Like, does it help you Procreate, like, find out inspiration?
They have like pre-made canvases in there, but like there's just so much room to play in that app. It's $10 too in the App Store, which like a lot of art programs
It's not
are
a monthly
like,
subscription?
no, it's
10
not.
for that, and
10,
then it's yours.
10, it's yours.
Forever. Okay.
And I got it when I was 5, so it's even better.
Okay, I'm gonna go buy this immediately after.
But like they have like different like markers, pens, stuff like that in there that you can use. They have like different like fun tools that you can use, like effects and stuff like that. You can do like basically like a flip book animation stuff. Like it's like super fun to like play in it. I was like the teacher's assistant in the middle school art room, and I got to like have them all use it, and it was awesome. It was so fun to watch them use it because they just love it. And it's like so fun to explore because you can do so many different things in it. And it's not like with watercolor, if you do too much water, it'll bleed
mess
through
it
the
up.
paper. You mess it up. Like you can just erase it on the iPad, so it's like awesome to see.
Interesting, because I know personally I've been trying to tap into more of my drawing creative side, and like as a drag artist, like trying to basically draw the looks I want and to
Yeah.
send to artists. And
Yeah.
I've just been using a sketchbook and like markers or pens or colored pencils.
Definitely get Procreate. It's
Procreate.
really good. And you can do so much with it. You can add like sparkles and stuff like that if you want to have sparkles. Yeah, me too.
I love sparkle. Yeah. That's so fun. And then kind of to wrap this up, so we did reference like your upbringing in Ipswich, like how creative, like your family's here, you love the natural surroundings and being inspired by it. If at all, how have you seen Ipswich change, like over your time, even leaving for a year and then coming back? Is there anything in your mind like you've reframed or see Ipswich differently? There's no right or wrong answer.
I don't think I've seen like Ipswich differently, but I think there's definitely like a new wave of shops coming in like the downtown area, which I think is really cool.
Is there any that you're excited most by?
Well, I'm excited that they're moving. I forget what
It's
the
okay, yeah.
bookstore is called, but
I don't know
they're-
either, so don't worry.
I think it may be Tidal Wave, but I don't
Okay.
know. It used to be right next to Labor and Vane, but they moved their location to where there used to be a photography studio. Oh my gosh, I'm trying to think. It's next to A&K Nails.
Yeah, I know where you're talking. I don't know the street name either. Don't worry.
Like they're opening up they're a bigger bookstore there, which I'm really excited about. I think that'll be really cool to have like a bookstore in town. Obviously Salt.
Yeah.
Salt, I'm super excited for what's
We never
coming
have
for
to
the
leave
future.
this little plaza.
No.
We record, get Little Wolf coffee, go to Salt Studio.
Yeah, that's a whole day right here.
Exactly. We're not leaving.
Go to dance class too.
And go to dance class at Jenny at High Street Studio.
Yeah.
Yeah, she's my next guest.
Oh, really? That's
on this.
awesome.
Yeah. So then moving into your sophomore year at SCAD, what are you most excited about this coming year?
I'm excited to get more involved in like projects. I think like this year I actually know like how to do that. So like
What do you mean? Explain.
like
Yeah.
like I don't know, when I got there last year it was like there was basically like the first quarter is like kind of like I felt like idling because like you're
see
not
what you're
really
saying.
allowed to join a lot of projects because they don't want you to like ruin it.
Yeah.
Because they don't know you. So like I've been like applying, like I've been actually able to apply for like projects and stuff like that. So I'm really excited. There's like a lot of cool like ones that they do, and they have like Film Fest at SCAD, which is fun. So I'm hoping it gets involved.
What's one of those projects that you're most excited about?
Well, there was this. I don't know if I'm on it, but there's this one. It's like I think it's an Arab like tale, like fairy tale.
Cool.
But
Do
it
you
was so
watch the
cool.
Grammys or the Oscars?
I do.
Did you see I don't know if it was specifically Arab, but there was like a Middle Eastern short. Like, did you
Yeah,
watch the
I
short?
did.
Okay, so you
I
know what
did.
I'm talking
Yes.
about? So is it similar to that? Like an animated Arab tale?
I mean, I don't know that much about it.
Oh, okay, yeah.
So
But
it's
you're
like-
excited.
Yeah, because like I'm like they haven't like started the project like at all. Like they did like usually when you're starting like those projects, they have like a pitch deck. so I haven't even seen that. Like they just have like a little blurb and
yeah,
then
like,
like
this is
some of the concept work that they've made. But,
And does it say like we're looking for an illustrator, a photographer,
Yeah,
or
they're-
like job description?
Yeah, they're like looking for like different like tasks to do for it. So like I'm hoping I get to do like concept and like development work on it, which would be really cool.
That'd be so fun.
Yeah, it was like it's a love story too, which is cute. Aw.
Yeah, I like that. And it's about folk, so it's always about love or death.
Yeah,
Like it's
it
gonna
is
be one of the other. It's probably gonna be both.
Yeah,
They fall in love, then they
probably.
die. That's what
Probably.
it always. But I still cry either way.
Yeah, works every time.
Well, that's so exciting.
Yeah.
And then do you have, I always like to end with any projects coming up that you want to plug or social media handles. Where do we find Bella?
I'm best to be found on Instagram. My Instagram handle is at @ByeByeBella.
Bye Bye Bella.
With 3 L's.
Oh, at the end. Bye Bye BELLL.
Yeah.
A?
Yeah.
Oh, I love that.
Because Bye Bye Bella was taken.
Bye Bye Bella, 2 L's. We need to find you.
Yeah, hey.
Yeah.
But I usually like post like sketchbook work there. I'm trying to post more. I'm not good at Instagram.
And if you just type in your name, I found your website.
Yeah.
So that pops right up.
Yeah, I'm pretty easy to find, I think. But yeah, just Bella Gallegos.
Well, thank you so much for
Yeah,
joining me.
thank you so much for having me.
Yes, and I can't wait to see you around town a little bit before you go back to Georgia.
Yeah.
I'll probably see you around Salt Studio or maybe at a coffee shop.
Yeah.
Well, it's been a pleasure.
Yeah, thank you so much.
Yes. Join me next time for another episode of Dr. Viola Voilà Voices. Gallegos.
Yeah.